Hey there, everybody. My name is Sarah Harnish. I'm a Young Living Platinum, and I'm the author of Gameplan, the complete strategy guide to go from starter kit to silver. And this is day 15 of boot camp. Monday is not a day that you are going to want to miss. You really want to make sure that you're on Monday and that all of your teams are on Monday as well. That is our full FDA compliance training, and it's probably one of the most critical trainings of the entire boot camp. So really make a concerted effort not to miss the video 16 on Monday. Y'all ready for some oil adrenaline? I've really appreciated your guys' comments. Many of you have been trying the 101 script. I'm getting 50 to 100 comments a day about people who are sending out the audio file and they've been selling starter kits off of the audio file. People that have been using the If I Will You at restaurants, and they've been selling kits that way, making connections. People that have been using the game plan system to train their leaders, and the leaders are getting it. There's a fire ignited on their team. So we're only 3 weeks into this, and I'm already seeing results. We're not even done with the boot camp yet. So good on you. Keep sticking with it. Keep doing it. I'm so excited for you guys and what 2017 will have for you, because you now have strategy. You have a plan. You've got a game plan. You know how to market your classes. You know how to teach your classes. You know how to follow up with your classes. I just made a contact today. Many of you guys have asked about the flyers of the starter kit. I just made a contact today with the woman that will have exclusive rights to the flyers. And so I'm hoping by the end of boot camp, we'll have a link for you guys to be able to put those inside your purple bags. She said she'll do a discount for all people on the boot camp. And it was just a random chance thing. She just happened to have a booth not very far away from mine at Aroma Share, which is an event with all the Young Living vendors in it during convention, like the day right before convention. We're going to be part of it again this year. Adam Green was out there signing books. Who else? Melissa Pepping, Sweet Savvy Minerals was there. Monique McLean was there signing her books. Jake Dempsey was there with Oily Tools signing his stuff. So if you guys have a chance to pop into Aroma Share, I'd really recommend you get it out there. I'll be out there signing books. Steve Sheridan's out there signing books. So it's a great event. And I've been able to meet a lot of these people just from us hanging out at Aroma Share last year. And now they're giving all of you guys discounts because you're on boot camp, which is awesome. Like, it's just totally a God thing. I love the way that he works. So if you have missed the other videos, and this is the very first video that you're getting on, I recommend that you start with video 1 and then do them in order so that they make sense to you and you're not just popping around through the videos. You can find them all at oilabilityteam.com. Oilabilityteam.com. Click on boot camp, and they're all in one place. So maybe you've gotten on these videos and you're on fire. You just found these things. You love them. You're loving the book and you're excited about the book. And you really want to do it with your team, but you're like, oh man, Sarah's on day 15. I'm not really sure I want my team to start. This is up forever. There's no wrong time to start this. I want you to keep rinsing and repeating through this. So it's okay if they're not on the live videos. Get them on video 1, get them a book, and get them started, and do the boot camp with your team, even if they're not in the place that you are. What day is Aroma Share going to be? I believe convention starts on Thursday, either Wednesday or Thursday, and I think Aroma Share is Tuesday, Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I'll be there the second day of Aroma Share. I'm not going to be there both days, but I'll be there the second day. So if you guys are coming in, I'll be there. I'll sign your books. If you want to order books and bring them there, I'll sign them for your team. I would love to meet you guys. I know you're all over the country, and so that's an opportunity for me to bump into you. And it'll be our first time being at convention as Diamonds. We're not there yet, but we're like this close. So I believe it'll be our first time being there as Diamonds. So you can look for us at the gala and look for us on the Diamond stage. And it's going to be an amazing, awesome convention. 2.5 years of just rinse and repeat, reading that 101 script again and again and again and again. And this is what happens. This is the other end of it, of getting that 3 pages in front of as many people as you can. There's no secret formula. There's no secret platinum pill and no diamond pill. You just got to read the script. You just get that script in front of as many people as you can. And then the Lord has favor over that. He has favor over your business. So if you guys want to sprinkle some diamond dust on us, our team is having a great month this month. Just personally, normally January tends to be down a little bit for us, and it is not this month. Like, they're just all on fire. And I attribute that to boot camp. Everybody loves the boot camp, and they're all fired up. So thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. And you know what? I'm going to be sitting there in the crowd rallying all of you guys on, Kira and Scott and Nancy and Deb and Amanda and Shannon. When you guys get to Diamond, I'll be sitting sitting there cheering you guys on from the sidelines as well. I'm proud of you and all of your accomplishments and the amazing things that you have done because, it's hard work to get there. You just got to get out there and hit the pavement and just do it again and again and again and not be afraid of sharing, not be afraid of getting people off that chemical lifestyle. And if you have that passion, you'll get there, guys. You'll get there. All right. It's just rinse and repeat. Keep doing it again and again and again. For the convention, what month and dates and where will it be located? Convention's always in Salt Lake City, and it's going to be at the Salt Palace, and then the stadium also is where they're holding it this year, and the dates are June 14th to the 17th. So my guess is Aroma Share is the 13th and the 14th, and it's not in the convention hall. It's in a hotel next to the convention. So just a heads up, you're going to have to look up Aroma Share. If you're on the Facebook page for Oilability and on the oilabilityteam.com website, we'll have all that information up there so you can find it, so you know where it is. They're going to give us tons of marketing material, and it's really cool. It's a neat event because if you like to get close to the diamonds, a lot of them are there signing their books. So it's not even just about us to get to walk through and meet the guy that did the Oily Tools app and meet Adam Green. I don't know exactly who the vendors are this year, but last year there were powerhouses in that event and it wasn't even terribly full. It was pretty amazing to get to walk through. So I'd really recommend you guys go and check out some of the stuff that's there. There's some really neat vendors in the hall, and we'll be there with our books as well. So it's always an honor to see entrepreneurs entrepreneuring there as well. Sherry says went last year and absolutely loved it. Adam's your enroller. Adam is amazing. He is just as genuine and as real and as awesome as you can possibly imagine. Shannon, I know you know that, but a lot of the people on here maybe haven't met Adam Green. I've had the honor of meeting him many, many times, and he's what you see is what you get with him. I love his faith. He's got an on-fire faith, beautiful wife in Vanessa, and just a really genuine Royal Crown Diamond, a really good man. So tonight's oils, I actually have two of them for you this evening. And hey, one of the things I'm never ever afraid of at all in this business is telling you where my weaknesses are. I've been unabashed that math is not my strength at all. Numbers and math and number crunching. That's why I totally lean on Oily Tools, because I am not a numbers girl, which is interesting because I've got a red personality. So I love statistics and I love watching our team and I love watching the numbers behind it. I love knowing that our essential rewards has gone up by 17,000 this month. I love watching those numbers on our team, but when it comes to adding them and subtracting them, not really my strength. Techie stuff, not really my strength. Like I can figure out how to get on Facebook Live. I can hit go live and type in the date. But when it comes to figuring out the strategy of setting up my cell phone, I'm glad I married a software developer because he understands all of that stuff. Tonight is one of my weaknesses, one of my weeknights. So I can tell you we'll definitely be able to do the training in double time tonight because blogging is not my strength. I am a writer. I have an English degree in college. That's what I majored in college, was English and history. And then I minored in Japanese. And I've been writing for 18 years, but I've been writing news. This is the very first book that I've ever written. I've never written a book in my life before. You guys are the guinea pigs of my book experiment. But blogging is a little beyond me. That requires a little bit of technical aptitude that I don't have. So knowing that that's one of my weaknesses, I leaned on one of my friends, my Crossline friends, that's very, very gifted at blogging. Matter of fact, she built all the way to gold. Her organization, she's about to go platinum. We're aiming for March for her for platinum. And she did the entire thing online, like the whole thing. Oh, Sherry, thank you. She says I'm a good author. I appreciate that. That was like a total like shoot in the dark with this book. But she is amazing, like an amazingly gifted author. She's not the only person I know that has built, you have to explain the Japanese part. Oh, okay. Watashi no namae Sarah desu, which means my name is Sarah in Japanese. I minored in it, so I speak Japanese, but that's, again, like I'm going on so many rabbit trails tonight. Anyway, so this friend of mine is a very, very gifted blogger, and she's built almost a platinum rank through her blog, which she has an audience of over 100,000 people on her blog. I'm honored to have another woman on my team, Trina Holden, who also has an audience of 100,000 on her blog, and she's about to hit silver. She just started the business. If you like the design on my book, her husband did that. He's very, very gifted, very, very gifted. And she did the editing and stuff for my book. And she's also got a huge audience and is building her team online. I personally know several diamonds who have built their teams solely through blogging. So I understand the writing side of it, but when it comes to the technology, that's lost to me. So I asked Mary to be a guest writer in my book and give you guys tips that she's used. Watashi mo. Why Japanese? Oh, why Japanese? Because I had taken 4 years of French in high school and I hate conjugations. And so I wanted something completely opposite of French when I went to college. And it was as opposite as you could get. And I got a great instructor and I fell in love with it. And so, bam, I was a Japanese minor. So I have a lot of friends who have built their businesses through blogging successfully. So it is a way that you can build your Young Living business. It's not the way that I have done it. So I asked Mary Souther Clendenin to write a guest chapter for me because she's so incredibly gifted at blogging. And I'd really love it if you guys would go to her blog tonight. It's called theencouraginghome.com, theencouraginghome.com, and just check it out. It's about oils. It's about encouragement. It's about being a mom. It's about raising kids. It's about the Bible. And she's just an amazing, incredible spirit and sister in Christ. I wish she was on my team. She's not. I met her afterwards, after I got started in Young Living, but she's my beautiful sister in Christ and my crossline friend, and I just love her, like absolutely love her. So despite all the stuff she had on her plate and building to platinum and running this massive blog online, she still paused and wrote an entire chapter of my book for me. So I did not write a word in this entire chapter. Chapter 15 is not my writing. This is Mary's writing. So let me give you a few tips on growing your business through blogging. Her website is theencouraginghome.com, theencouraginghome.com, and it's amazing. I'd also encourage you to go to Trina Holden, TrinaHolden, TrinaHolden.com is the blogger on my team as well, who's got an audience of 100,000. And a lot of her blogging is on eating, is on clean eating and eating well. Mary's blog focuses more on oils and on running your home with an encouraging spirit and encouraging moms out there. It's just amazing. Both of these women are powerhouses in the blogging world, and the fact that they've been able to build their business and still command the respect of all the bloggers around them because of the way that they write is amazing. The encouraging home. The is in the, like the cow jumped over the moon. All right. So chapter 15, this is growing your business through blogging. All right. I start out with this intro because I'm totally raw about where I'm at. Oh, you like the shirt? It says Love, Pray, Oils. It's from Sacred Arrow. I love their clothing. I have some for my sons. Whenever my sons do events for me, I make them wear shirts that say real men wear oils. Real men use oils. So I have like 5 photos uploaded to Instagram, and that was a real leap for me. I still don't understand Instagram, and I'm kind of hoping that by the time this book like really super explodes, that it's outdated and I don't have to learn Instagram. But that's the neat thing about Young Living is there's really no wrong way of sharing, and there's no wrong way of doing this, whether it's online or it's in person. The only secret to blogging effectively is just being genuine, just using your gift set and making sure that you are genuine. Nina, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And Carolyn, thank you. You guys know I can't type because I'm holding my phone. So for you to type that out is a tremendous blessing to me. I appreciate it. Oh, the oil of the night. Let me pause. So the oil of the night, I actually have 2 of them for this evening. One of them is Field because it gets you focused on your business and the things that you want to say about your business when you're writing online. And I really love this oil. This is one I'm very, very drawn to. Bring some t-shirts to Roma Share. I didn't design these t-shirts, but I'm thinking about designing some that say hashtag Diamond Rising and hashtag Poverty Over and bringing those because those I think are just right where we are, right? That's our motto for this entire boot camp. But Field is one of my favorite oils for blog. I would like to say for blogging, but it's actually for writing for me. But if you're blogging, I use that. Another one I really like is Inspiration. If you guys haven't had a chance, they just reformulated this one and it's a beautiful oil. Absolutely beautiful. I am totally squirreling tonight and I'm really sorry, Christy. Really sorry. So Inspiration is a wonderful oil for sitting down and just getting stuff done, giving you ideas. And then Field for focusing on what you're going to write about and your topic while you're blogging. So this is the 2 that I would recommend while you're doing your blogging. So the neat thing about Young Living is there's really no wrong way of doing it. You just got to do it. I mean, you got to pick the way that works best for you, and that's the way that you do it. And if blogging is the way that works best for you, then hopefully tonight I'm going to give you some good tips that are just going to help explode you. But I can't take credit for a word in this chapter because this all belongs to Mary because she's amazing. So this is a really good place, though, to pause for just a second and talk about a quality that's really critical to a team, which is knowing your weak spots and being willing to delegate them and defer to the strengths of your leaders. There are going to be things you don't know, and there's going to be things you're just not good at. And for me, technology and blogging is one of those things. So authoring was also another thing that I decided to learn and figure out because I wanted to get this information to you guys. But blogging is really not one of my things. So it's really important that no matter where you are, that you always maintain a teachable spirit. You don't ever get to that place where you're like, you know what? I'm a diamond, I'm a platinum, I'm a gold, I'm an executive. I know it all. I don't need to learn anything else. Because I will tell you, God will smack you down from that place. Like he will totally, I can't even tell you how many times I start getting a big head and then he completely humbles me. Like just totally humbles me. Like what are the chances of an IRS audit on the day you're teaching about taxes to an audience of 7,000 online that night? You know, it's like God just does these little things in my life where he's like, I'm just keeping it real, Sarah. I'm just keeping it real. I just want you to know your place. I want you to remember who you are. I want you to remember where you came from. I don't ever want you to forget your roots. I don't ever want you to forget that you belong to me and everything you have in your life is because of my glory and because I have supplied it to you. Yes, I've given you gifts and talents, but guess what? I gave them to you and I'm the one that gets the glory for those things in your life. So yeah, Shelly says you've not been spanked until God spanks you. Exactly. Shannon, I know you can teach oils. I know you can. You just got to read the 3-page script. Just rinse and repeat. So keep a teachable spirit, guys. And this is an area where I just don't know a lot about blogging. So I'm going to read the book to you. How about that? We're just going to go with it. And Mary's on this video right now. So if you have questions, you can shoot them out there. Maybe she can respond to you. So if you're unable to learn math or online social media platforms, at least smile and pretend that you know what's going on. And then what did I train you to do when you don't know the answer? Find someone who does, right? Or find a tool that is what you need to be able to answer that question. You just got to get good at using tools. So if you're not good at blogging, then don't even worry about this chapter. Move on to the things that you are really good at. If you are good at blogging, you're really interested in it, then this is going to just bless your socks off because there's some really good gold nuggets in this thing. I learned a ton by reading Mary's writing here. So Mary Sutherland-Denton, a little introduction into her. She has runs the blog The Encouraging Home. It's got over 100,000 followers. She's a homeschooling mom of boys and just a treasured friend of mine. I would go as far as to say she's one of my besties in Young Living. I love this woman. I mean, deeply. Like, give the shirt off my back. Love her to the end of the earth. And she just loves God, like loves him to the core of her being. And she's always giving the glory. She's the most humble person I have ever met in my life. So if you see her at convention, just go up and give her a huge, big Southern hug. Because she's awesome. Because she's grown the bulk of her business online and she reached gold rank primarily through her massive blog, which she wrote while living in the boondocks of North Carolina. And I have been to her house. It is totally boondocks. Like it's as boondock can get. It is way out there. And she's surrounded by 800 cows every day. And she commands an audience just out of her sheer genius. She's just amazing. So here's what Mary had to say about growing a Young Living business from your living room. She says word of mouth marketing is one of the most powerful ways to promote your product. But today, the internet and creativity and planning, you can get the word out on a larger scale and at a faster pace. And I can tell you, she is so right on that. I told you guys before, I put up 4 Facebook posts and we sold 4,500 game plan books from 4 Facebook posts. Like, I believe that the reason we had 103,000 people reached on the first video was because of a couple of Facebook posts online. So don't ever underestimate the power of social media. It's crazy. Today, we just crossed the 10,000 mark in game plan sales for this month. We're at almost 15,000 since we launched the book. But just for this month, 10,000 books sold in 1 month. That's crazy. And we've basically done the entire thing online. It's all been done through Bootcamp, through the oilabilityteam.com website, through, the videos we've been shooting through Facebook. It's all been online and you guys sharing in word of mouth. So word of mouth media is very, very powerful. If you write something really powerful on a blog and it's good, people are going to want to share it. All right. They're going to share it. And then your blog is going to get traffic everywhere. And it's a great way to share the oils and it works. Word of mouth advertising is incredible and very, very powerful. And don't underestimate using it. Don't underestimate it. So even being online though, it is about building relationships. It's about gaining trust and it's about caring about people. It's about letting them know that you're not just out there selling stuff to get a paycheck, but that you have a passion to improve their life. And you guys know this because I've like beaten that into you through like the entire boot camp so far. It might take you a little bit longer online to get that message across because people are going to have to trust what they see online and they don't know you in person. So it's a little bit more difficult, but it is the way that Mary grew her business. And she did a little bit of local classes and some vendor events, but mostly she focused online. So it's crazy. Share your heart, share your passions. She warns, be very cautious of what you share because it's all that people know about you. So they look at everything that you share, all your posts on essential oils. Be honorable and be the very best you that you can be. People are going to watch you really closely online and you may never even know it. So you want to brand yourself and not brand your company. Don't build your social media or your blog around a company or around a product. Build it around you. So Trina's is trinaholden.com. Mary's is the encouraging home, and it's on encouragement. It's not on her Young Living business, though she does talk about oils, and Trina does talk about oils. Their pages are branded around them and around their gifts and their talents. All right. So Gameplan isn't really branded around me, but you do have my mug on the back of the book, right? So you learn a little bit about me through the book. But they have to be able to connect it to you. They have to have some way of relating to you. So don't build it around a product, build relationships and compel people to ask about what you're doing and let people get to know you. And that's what's going to take you the farthest in a blog, is by being open and real and relatable to them. So you don't just want to say, use oils, here's why, dink, 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 and get off. Like, you got to talk about your day and talk about your struggles and talk about the things that worked for you in a compliant way. That's the real answer to having a Humzinger blog. So one of the fastest ways to start sharing is social media. Facebook is the most popular. It's about creating a culture. It's about sharing your stories because people aren't buying the product, they're trusting you. I'm going to repeat that. People aren't buying the product. They're trusting you. You're right, Sherry. I did not use the word ugly. I'm getting better. Getting better at my descriptions and being more cautious because of your guys' comments. So your posts have to be positive. They have to be encouraging. They have to be motivational. People are going to be curious about you and they're going to want to get in on whatever makes this happy person who is spreading joy and light and encouragement. So you should be out there building relationships just like in person. You're building a culture around you. So you post things that encourage, like quotes and simple recipes, and ask them questions and throw in a little product education every now and then. I found the easiest way to write a blog is just to write about what I'm doing. Just talk about my day. What is the number one way you spend your day? I can tell you I spend 6 hours of my day every day homeschooling. So if I were to do a blog, I don't blog right now, but if I were to do a blog, I would probably talk about homeschooling in it because it's something that I spend a lot of my time every day doing. So the biggest thing is providing value. You can't get on and have a blog and not give anything of value to them. They have to walk away with a nugget that they can apply and use in their life. That's one of the reasons you guys enjoy Gameplan so much, is because it's just loaded with tools and things you can use that are practical, that are hands-on, that you can walk away with. So do that in a blogging form. Give them something of value. They know every time that they give up their time and come to your blog, they're going to walk away with something of value that is going to allow them to do their business better than before they came to your blog. So give them some nugget that's going to inspire them and encourage them, or a tool that they can use, or a recipe they can use. Give them something that keeps them coming back, that's going to make them a better them. All right. Well, people follow you on social media to learn a little bit more about you and to be encouraged. They also want to know how you can help them. So it can't just be all about you. Like I said, you got to give them tools. You got to give them a reason to come back and share what you're learning, share about Gameplan. Sherry, you're like the best marketing person ever. I need to hire you to do my marketing. There are some other forms of social media that are great to share. She recommends getting really proficient in one media platform before you branch out into a whole bunch of other media platforms. So, you got Twitter, and you got Instagram, and you got Snapchat, and you got Facebook, and all the other, different formats out there. So don't get overwhelmed. Just pick one, learn it, and then move on to the next one. Get really good on one before you add more of them. Maybe you get really good at WordPress because you want to be writing and blogging. A word of caution, do not be on social media all the time. I will tell you, this has been one of my Achilles heels. I'm very, very, very careful with this. I've noticed my children having entire conversations and then walking away, and I don't even notice a word that they said because my eyes were down on that phone. So this is where it's really important to have dedicated business hours. And we're going to talk about treating your business as a business later on in the boot camp, and how important it is to have times where your phone is just shut off. Otherwise, you're going to get to a place where you resent the business and you're not going to want to do the business because you're glued to your phone all the time. I will never, ever, ever answer your questions at 2 o'clock in the morning. I just won't. I set the standard of, hey, You're not going to be able to get a hold of me then. All right. That's just not that's a line that I draw. I might be awake at 2 o'clock in the morning if I'm taking some downtime or in the bathtub and just having a hot bath or something, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be answering questions online. That's a time I'm not available for my business. Okay. And I will tell you, my team knows that if they ever write me in the morning, they're generally not going to be able to get a hold of me. They're going to have to go to one of their upline leaders instead and try to get a hold of them through that instead, because I'm homeschooling in the morning. So my team knows if they need to ask me a question, it's got to be after about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or they're not going to be able to reach me, because my number one responsibility in life is to love my Lord and Savior, and then to respect and honor my husband and love him. And then it's to school my children and love and cherish my children. So Young Living is actually fourth in my life. It is not number one in my life. And that means that in the mornings, my phone is off. I don't even have it on. It's not even near me. So if you have an emergency, you're not going to be able to get a hold of me. I've had people write me and say, Sarah, I've got a class at noon and I really need this one question answered. And they learn real quick they can't get a hold of me. So if they needed that question, they have to ask me the night before, because I'm homeschooling and my phone is off because I respect my children when we're doing school. But likewise, my children know to respect my business hours. When it's my time to pour into my leaders, they know, hey, there's no difference between me pouring into my leaders between 2 and 4 and me sitting in front of a microphone anchoring news in front of 5 million people. They're not going to walk into the newsroom and start talking while I'm anchoring a live newscast in front of 5 million people. They know they get their butt whooped for that, right? So if I'm sitting there and I'm mentoring a leader, they know they're going to get their butt whooped if they interrupt that leader, because that's disrespectful to that leader's time. So there are boundaries with this, and it's really important to know that there's got to be times where your phone's off. You cannot be accessible 24/7. Don't be tied and glued to your phone all the time. All right. And I'm going to talk a lot more about that in Gameplan 2. We're going to spend a lot of time on social media in Gameplan 2. It can literally take over your life. Social media can. If you're looking at every person that's liking every post. I try really hard to respond to a lot of your questions, but we have on average 1,000 comments on every single bootcamp video that I shoot. And it would take hours to go through all 1,000 comments and respond to all of them. So I'll usually get to 100 or 200 of them. And if I have some free time, I'll go back over it and see if I can catch a couple of other comments on there. But it's really hard to keep up with it. So I just draw a line and you know what? You do the best you can with what you've got, and use the hours in your day the very best that you can. But you're going to lose productivity and momentum as well as precious family time, and you're going to start to resent this business if you are not drawing lines on how much time you're willing to commit online. So get on social media several times a day to answer questions and monitor for trolls and monitor for rudeness. Use the delete and ban button, but don't let it become your life. Don't let it take over your life. So sharing with a blog. Let's spend 5 minutes here on talking specifically about blogging. Another way to grow your business online. Mary, thank you so much for answering the question. She's on right now with us. So if you have questions, you can ask Mary herself directly. Another way to grow your business is with a blog or with a website. And we do have a website. We just launched a site. I did rely on a team to put that site together for me because, again, no talent, Sarah, in that area. I told them what content I wanted up there, and I provided the content, and they made it look really pretty. So creating one from scratch can take a little bit of time. So if you want to start a website quickly, you can go to yldist.com, like distributor, yldist.com for a website. And it's a nice, clean site. You can link to several pages on social media when you email people. You can add the blog function in when you're having classes and events so they know where you are. And this can connect to your other social media platforms as well. So you can promote it on Facebook and Twitter, and it's how people can get in touch with you. yldist.com. Mary has got a blog at theencouraginghome.com, but she says she also has a YLDist site too. She's got both of them. If you want to grow a larger online presence, a blog is a great way to do that, a great way, because it gives you a platform to be able to communicate more than 140 characters, right? She says she personally built her blog on more than just essential oils, even though she's very passionate about them. So ask yourself some questions, and we hit on this a little bit at the beginning. What are you an expert at? What do you love? Decide what your niche is and what you can talk about every single day, or at least a couple of times a week, besides just essential oils. You don't want to just talk about that. You have to be relatable, especially to people that have never heard of oils before, right? Because if they have, and you're on your blog for oils, then chances are they're probably already on a team. So you want to find another way of connecting to them. If you're going to build your team out of that blog, they have to already not be oiling, right? So do you want to expand into other natural health areas? I recommend blogging on more than just one focus. So Mary's blog is about inspiring hope and health and happiness at home. And her target audience is mothers who need encouragement in life, marriage, family, parenting, self-care, have a natural health interest. So here's 6 steps to starting a blog. You're going to choose a name. Some people just use their own name. Hers is The Encouraging Home. You could use a business name. Number 2, go to wordpress.org. She really recommends WordPress. I do too. If you like the website we designed for Oilability Team, that is a WordPress website. It looks great. It's nice because they're MLM friendly. Not all websites are, but WordPress is friendly to multi-level marketing. And so it's a blog that you can sell on. And the beautiful thing is that a blog can lead in many different directions and also produce income in many different ways. Number 3, you have to choose a hosting company. So after you have a blog site that you're going to do your developing on, you have to choose a site that's going to host it, that's going to be able to carry all your bandwidth. We crashed our site because 22,000 of you got on and got the 101 audio. So we had to go with a different hosting company that can handle the bandwidth of the amount of people that were on. It was crazy. So she uses bluehost.com. Blue is in the color blue, host.com. You want one that provides really excellent customer service and can be available to you anytime you need it. And there's a lot of really good companies out there, but Bluehost is a good one. So you need a platform like WordPress, then you need a hosting company. Then you have to choose your name. What do you want your web address to be, your domain name? So you check to see if it's available. And we really recommend that you pick one that ends in .com, not in .us or, .edu, or you can't use .gov, right? But you want to pick one that ends in .com because it's the most popular and people will be able to find you a little bit easier. So oilabilityteam.com, right? Theencouraginghome.com. You can do number 5 if you want, or you don't have to. You can choose a logo. You guys have already seen our logo for the Oilability Team. Right there, one of my friends scribbled it on a chalkboard one day. I fell in love with it, and it became the logo for our team about 1.5 years ago. And so we put it on everything now, everywhere we are. So you can have a graphic designer. It's about $500 to get a logo designed if you want one. There are many graphic designers out there who will take your ideas and turn it into something amazing. Number 6, generate great content. You got to have a reason for them to come back. So Mary recommends writing several posts before you launch your blog so that you've got content ready to go. Try to blog at least once or twice a week. Perhaps one post can be about essential oils, and then another one can just be really practical, hands-on advice. A blog is a great place to create resource pages too for your team, so you can upload files, images, videos for education and support. And you guys know that because our page is loaded with it, like absolutely loaded. Actually, yeah, guys, if you have a page already and you want to share it on here, we're gonna have thousands of people on this video watching it. Go for it. Give some people some other resources to check out good blogs. Scott says his is getoiling.com. He really likes. Tracy has got her wild disc page up. So go ahead and share your pages. I'm totally okay with that. Your blog can grow quickly or it can grow slowly and steadily. Just be careful to not allow your blog and social media to take over your life. All right. And you want to start with maybe 5 to 10 posts before you make your page live. A couple of other quick points. The importance of an email list. You want to make sure you capture their information when they come. Then whenever you have new content, you can alert them that you've written a new blog post. And supporting your team online. Facebook groups provide an excellent place to support your customers and family members. So you might use Facebook to drive traffic to your blog, which is exactly what we do with oilabilityteam.com. We're doing these boot camps on Facebook Live, and it's driving people to their blog. Teresa Yeager's got an amazing autism blog, teresayeager.com. Amazing. Teresa, forgive me for not mentioning your blog because she's a very, very gifted blogger. Jennifer Cameron is sawdustonmyboots.com. I love it. I love it. Very, very, very creative. So you can help your team become a family by connecting with them online and on Facebook. So the world is a huge place, guys, and building online allows you the opportunity to reach more of it than you ever thought was possible. It can open so many open doors for you. Look what's happened to us, 10,000 books in 2.5 weeks. That's crazy. Like, that's absolutely crazy. So have fun, be creative while you're helping your family and other people. And those are just a few tips to help you grow your business online. If you want some more tips, you can go to theencouraginghome.com. Connect with Mary. She's amazing. Absolutely amazing. That wraps up our blog training for tonight. On Monday, chapter 16. This is the butt-kicking chapter. So come prepared Monday with a notebook, notes, get all your leaders on this training. The person on your team that keeps posting non-compliant sentences, you want them on this training. You do not want them. As soon as I'm done, post it to your business group. Share it all over the place. All right. We want to come alongside Young Living and train you how to share compliantly. We're going to take all the fear honor out of sharing compliantly. It does not have to be scary. So a full, comprehensive, staying legal FDA compliance training is your chapter on Monday that we're going to be doing 9 p.m. Eastern. Hope you guys have a great weekend at your rallies. I hope you all get out to a rally. It's going to be great training on Monday. Tonight's homework is to read chapter 15. If you're a little bit behind, it's okay. Get caught up today and tomorrow. Your other homework assignment is chapter 15, growing through your business through blogging in the Gameplan workbook. So I go through the steps on blogging, the 6 things you need to do, and then your homework assignment in the back is just to create an identity online, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Make sure people who already follow you that love the oils know where you are online. So and if you have no gift, stay far away from WordPress is my advice to you. So go ahead and get caught up this weekend, and then be prepared for some heavy duty stuff next week, like heavy duty stuff. I'm so proud of you guys for keeping up. Like, this is a tough boot camp. Things we're going to hit next week. Just to give you a little bit of a leg up, we have full FDA compliance training on Monday. We're going to go through the comp plan. So if there's any isms in the comp plan you haven't understood, like generations, the rising star bonus, we're going to hit all that on Tuesday. Wednesday is a really critical day. I'm going to give you all the strategy to maintaining rank. The key to maintain rank as fast can be. That's why I wrote this book. You see those chess pieces? I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to make sure that your OGV and your legs cross at the same time. Our OGV and legs for platinum cross within 2 hours of each other. So that is a well-strategized team. We're going to talk about strategy next week. Thursday, balance and boundaries. How do you do this and still have time for your family? That's Thursday. Friday, I'm going to train you how to attract and motivate leaders to your team. So it is a powerful week, week 4. You do not want to miss any days. Make sure all your leaders are on for the training next week. It's going to be a great week of training. I can't wait to see you guys. Have an awesome weekend. It is an honor to be able to labor beside you in Young Living. We're going to go out and love on some Oilers tomorrow with our Live Your Passion rally in Corny, New York. I hope you guys get to rallies and just get set on fire this weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. See you at 9 p.m. Eastern time for our comprehensive FDA training. Until then, use fields, use inspiration, and have an oily weekend.